This is a team that takes every home game very seriously. And you can see that from their shot earlier as they came through the tunnel. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Our game tonight featuring Nashville as they go up against Columbus. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him, and now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah.
So let's take a look at the starters for Columbus. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Williamson. Then it's White, then it's ABC, and it's Barrett at the small forward position. And for Nashville, Morris is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's KD in at the small forward. Now, here's Barrett. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Morris kicks to KD. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bill, you look at the career path of Kevin Durant. Some guys want to be the man. Other guys want to be a significant part of a bigger picture. He can play a lot of different roles. And he's so good. That's what makes him so, I think, compelling.
Right. He is a guy that can fit into any system and figure out what to do. And I think that's really rare talent. I actually think Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were like that. And I'd be willing to. LeBron is, in my opinion, one of the 3 best players ever. LeBron, you always kind of have to fit into what he's good at. All the teammates that he's had, he's like certain types of guys. Mm-hmm. Durant is somebody that just loves being part of a bigger team. It doesn't care if he shoots 28 times. Doesn't really want to.
He's so confident in his own.
He wants to pass.
Yeah.
He's an elite passer, and he's just good at everything. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. You look at like your 2K rating. What would be a bad part of his 2K rating? He's good at everything.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Barrett, no good. For Nashville, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rivers, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Columbus, trailing by 2 from 12 feet out. Barrett the pass to White. Pulls up. And too long on the shot.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
We'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever?
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have League Pass.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
And the versatility of Durant, off the charts. Shoots, rebounds, defends. He's the total package.
Here's Nunn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He kicks to Williamson. Columbus needs to get off a shot. Nunn, that's good.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Valanciunas passes to Durant. And again, it's Nashville from deep.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And now the first timeout called here for Columbus. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession.
I mean, both these squads are just playing so hard here of late, really getting after it on the offensive glass, and it's paid off for both of them in terms of second chance points.
To the left side wing. Rivers against White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas. You've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part about that.
And Nashville making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Here's Nunn. Here's Williamson, and the rejection by Valanciunas. It's Durant with the drive.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Coach John Beilein, and facing one of the best scorers in NBA history in Kevin Durant, he knows it won't be easy.
A different look for Nashville. Okafor is checked in for Morris. Brown comes in for Kevin Durant. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Rivers. Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. All that stuff, like
Well, what would you call
load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah, just to get figured, just rest.
What's the
rest.
thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's
Yeah,
another one. When did we start
gathering
saying
the-
that?
gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Nashville. 9-point game. Releases from 15. Goes back up. And Okafor with the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Barton. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Nashville.
Substitution for Nashville. Cameron Johnson.
Here's ABC, covered by Okafor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw shooter, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. You take a look at Hero, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
And one of the benefits of being as fantastic at the free throw line as he is it allows him to be really aggressive at driving the lane.
Which he is, very aggressive. He'll explode from his usual spot on the perimeter toward the rack, looking for contact, seeking it out, trying to get himself to the foul line.
Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
know?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I could get paid for this. Right. Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah. Now here's Barton. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. 3 on the clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. ABC's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Columbus. Dragic kicks to Okafor. Johnson surveying the floor. And finished off by Robinson.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Hero. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Here's Dragic. Rebound by Columbus.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Robinson dishes to Dragic. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Nashville, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Nashville.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the league.
The G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
And so in the game for Columbus, Hero out there with Will Barton, and it's ABC. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Williamson.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And he can't get the first one. Lures checked in for Nashville. Malik Beasley comes in for Robinson. Johnson, he's checked in for Columbus. Good on the second free throw. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the off season. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Yeah, right. And the pass to Okafor. Back to Beasley. The rebound by Patterson. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes in basketball so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals, and you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed. My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Catching up on the changes for Nashville. Marcus Morris is checked in for Okafor. Durant comes in for Sterling Brown. And it's Austin Rivers in for Goran Dragic. Both free throws good from Barton. And Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He was like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut, I'm in LA, and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
ABC's checked in for Will Barton. Columbus trails by 13. Johnson, the pass to Harrell. He lobs it up. Out of bounds, Nashville takes possession.
Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Barrett wide open, he fires. And the three ball is good. Barrett's got 8 points.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Rivers looking over the floor. Durant. Here's Morris. It's deflected.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Passes to Barrett. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Nashville. And Columbus also making a change. White's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Nashville leading by 12. Now Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And looking at some numbers for Barrett, what a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Barrett's got 12 in the game.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
And here's Rivers. Clock at 4. Over Barrett. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. And Barrett slams it in.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
Pass to KD. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. 18 points for him.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Columbus trails by 11. Barrett with the ball. He's got 14. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Down low. Harrell, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Rivers. Here's Valanciunas. And White with the block. Bill, we so appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. Always feels like there's so much more to talk about, which means we got to get you back here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
Lets it go from 14. And Barrett with the basket on the assist from Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight. Easily outside. Rivers against White. Morris, left side. And it's blocked. Here's Nunn. And again, Columbus with the triple.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Out of bounds, Columbus takes possession. A different look for Nashville. Johnson comes in for Morris. Robinson is subbed in for Beasley. And Columbus also making a change. Heroes checked in. Columbus trails by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Durant with the steal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Nashville, Okafor comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Dragic in for Rivers.
One shot.
Twenty seconds left here in the second. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Second free throw, no good. Here's KD. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Nashville with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Yeah, we saw what Durant can give you. Dead-eye shooting, off the catch, off the dribble, and in the post. And defensively, with the long arms, he seems to be in the right position to make some kind of impact.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change.
Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nashville leading by 6. We've got Durant. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Beasley in at the 2. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Here's Barrett. And no good that time. Great D that time from Durant. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Feeds it to Harold. Our last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Basket counts. 25 points for KD.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
There at the pass to Nunn. Here's Williamson. No good with the triple.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Knocks it loose. Here's Morris, and again it's Nashville converting.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
And there's the pass to Barrett. Passes it to Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got 11 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Valanciunas finds Durant over Barrett. Durant, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now here's White. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Over Rivers with the putback. It's good on the putback. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Rivers passes to Valanciunas. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And Morris has got the ball here for Nashville. 17 points was their biggest margin. White left side. Pass to Williamson. He feeds it to Harold. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Nashville?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harold. A platoon swap here for Nashville. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Dragic the pass to Okafor. No good that time. And Columbus the other way now. To the middle. And Harold slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Outside Robinson, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Pass to Hero. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 2-point Nashville lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
6 to shoot. Nashville needs to get off a shot. Here's Dragic from outside. No good that time. And Columbus the other way now.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Harold the pass to Hero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the 3-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Dotson in the corner. 1:16 left in the third. Fires from the wing. Columbus with a new 14. Here's Harold. Johnson with the block. Right side Robinson. Okafor. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And Nashville leads by 4.
Superb work from Okafor from the interior. I mean, just a tireless worker wreaking havoc in the paint.
Now the pass to Hero. Connects from 3-point range. Hero's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Columbus. Outside Dragic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have.
He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And the first one drops. That one misses. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Columbus, trailing by 2. No good from 11 feet. For Nashville, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Bucket is good. 6 points for Robinson. Columbus shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Dragic against Barton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
Here's Dragic, and again it's Nashville converting. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Nashville out in front, up by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for Columbus, they've got ABC. Barrett is out there with Williamson. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Hero in at the shooting guard. And finished off by Katie.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Barton with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Barton drives in, lays it up, and banks it in.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Outside, Dragic. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Barrett the pass to Hero. Five on the clock. Pass to Williamson. Over Johnson. And it's Williamson missing.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts. Getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to. And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to Nashville. Okafor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. Kicks it to Okafor. He dishes it to Dragic. Okafor, the pass to Johnson. And stolen by Barton. Goes up. And Barton throws it down.
With the long arms that Barton has, he's an exceptional defender, and I think he does a nice job picking and choosing his spots to take chances.
Timeout called, Nashville. And a big group substitution here for Nashville. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Okafor. Morris comes in for Johnson. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Sterling Brown. And it's Rivers in for Goran Dragic. Columbus also making some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for ABC. ABC comes in for Hero. And Derek White subbed in for Barton. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He was very fired up. He said, look, this is going to be a big win for us. We close this out, and we'll show the rest of the league who we are.
All right, thank you, David. And that one misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Here's none, and again it's Columbus.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
To tie it up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
R.J. Barrett taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Nashville. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Columbus, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Barrett the pass to Harrell. The score now all even.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
High post, KD. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. KD's got 6 points in the quarter. For Columbus, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Harrell. Good ball movement here by Columbus. Williamson with it. He's against Morris. And it's Williamson missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point Nashville lead.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Williamson. Outside, White. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Durant down low. And finished off by KD.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And then Durant with the dunk.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Barrett. With some arc. Doesn't go that time. Nice defense from KD.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
KD comes with the double team. He gets it in there.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Nashville.
Now Rivers. Pass to Durant. Morris trying to free himself up, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Rivers. Rivers has got 6 assists now in the game. Now here's Barrett. Guarded by KD. Can't connect from 13 feet out. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Rivers against White. A nice shot by Rivers. And Nashville leads by 13. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him. Jokic, man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. Marcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Nashville leading by 11. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. KD drives in.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one's stopping Durant.
For Columbus, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Williamson. And the rebound goes to Nashville. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. KD on the wing. Great D that time from Harold.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Nashville.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And so here's Columbus. Now here's Barrett. Guarded by KD. Shot clock at 5, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the fouls. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And here is Okafor. So Nashville wins it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.